I'm not exactly one for formal introductions, Pero. Pero! I know this isn't the first time seeing them. Hello, I'm Ochia. We've met before on Brand's ship. I was... in this box. This is Pero, the actual owner of the box. Pero takes good care of me, and lets me hang out in it all the time. I've never seen Pero warm up to someone so quickly. It must be something in your frequency that it finds interesting. Anyway, what brings you to this beach? It's not exactly a place for a stroll. So you were attacked by that dragon and fell off the bridge. I'm guessing it was Abby who saved you. It probably exhausted itself and retreated back into your body to rest. I can still sense Abby's frequency, even if it's faint.
What triggered Abby to come out? Something it could absorb? But then, why didn't it work?
That dragon's behavior is odd. It never leaves its territory. Long ago, this place was a sacred spot for the Order's pilgrims. Then, the dark tide hit, and all those reverberations left behind twisted things up. The remnant clouds from the Sea of Clouds drew hordes of tacit discords here. Now, their whispers fill the air, turning this once holy place of pilgrimage into the penitent's end. This Dragon of Dirge is a local tacit discord. It grows by feeding on the others. We were supposed to pick you up like Miss Carlotta planned, but things went sideways. The truth Miss Carlotta wants to show you lies somewhere on the Isle. But this is not the best place to talk. The mist is thickening, and rain is coming. The mist is dangerous here. It traps reverberations, and when it collects enough, they quickly form into tacit discords. The captain, Brant, he went into the mist to rescue people, but he hasn't returned. We think he might be in danger. I plan to go find him. Once I'm in the mist, my frequency will draw the creepies and crawlies away, so you'll be safer here. Just in case, take this to mask your frequency and defend yourself. Ta-da! Fireworks pistol. One shot and it'll send the tacit discords packing. It's easy to use. You want to see the upgraded version? Ta-da! Magnum fireworks pistol. Use it to protect yourself. Our troop will bring you to our base soon and tell you the truth we've uncovered. I'll join you once I find Bran. But the mist is dangerous. All right, fine. It's better you see it for yourself. I'll be glad you don't have to fend for yourself alone. See that lighthouse? It's the only safe place in the mist. We'll head there. Bran might have taken shelter there too. Once we find him, we'll find the truth you're after.
Come, play with me. Look for me.
Don't worry. They're just reverberations. Potential tacit discords in the making. Some of them are actually our friends. We can follow them to find our way out.
Did it lead us this way because it sensed the dragon?
Possibly. Phantoms are sensitive to frequencies, so navigating the mist is second nature for them.
The game isn't over. Here, come quickly.
I think I've figured out what they're doing. We'll be out of the mist soon.
Rochia, you found me.
I'll always find you, but maybe don't do this again next time.
Why? Isn't this your favorite game? I wanted to play with you.
I know, but as your friend, I worry about your safety.
My friend? Excuse me. Are you Rochia's friend? Ah, how wonderful. You're not alone anymore, Rochia.
Yes, I have friends now.
I'm so happy for you. All is well.
Fly, fly to the high heavens. We are born free, and our souls will soar even in death. Golden phantoms are reverberations, mixed with the frequencies left behind by people who've passed away. When someone dies, the reverberations linger. Usually, They merge into the same cacophony of frequencies that spawns tacit discords. But sometimes, a trace of their final will remains, and the mist shapes this into phantoms. This lingering will helps the phantoms resist becoming tacit discords and instead guide the lost through the mist. If the mist clears, they'll vanish. If the mist lingers, their fate is sealed. It will only be a matter of time before they merge with other reverberations and become tacit discords. Their final frequencies tend to cling to certain objects, like this Lucianite here. I collect them as proof that they once lived. Otherwise, the dragon will devour every last trace of their frequency. The mist is thinning. That stranded ship ahead looks like...
A pilgrim sail? Why is it here?
In Raguna, those who break the law are sent to the Order Tribunal for sentencing. Those who violate the sacred doctrines are branded as fools and sent away on the pilgrim's sail. It's said that when the first dark tide ravaged Rinasita, the first Primus followed the currents on a rickety boat and met the Sentinel in person. That's where the pilgrim's sail tradition came from. Now the fools retrace the Primus's journey, reflecting on their mistakes along the way. There's a strong undercurrent around this isle, likely caused by that first dark tide. It drags all pilgrim sails here unless the ship's course is altered. No reverberations on the ship, nor in the mist. The people must have escaped. But with the mist this thick, we need to stay on guard. This way. Head to the lighthouse. I hear the sounds of fighting. Watch out. Tacit discords are gathering.
The show's over, ghosts. Time to take your final bow.
Watch your back.
A marvelous shot. You've earned your stripes, first mate.
You're welcome. But if you tilted your head just 10 centimeters to the left, it wouldn't have been the Discord's head that got popped. It'd be yours.
Not on your watch. Besides, fortune always smiles on me. Except in bets. And we've crossed paths with the rover again. Can't get luckier than that.
We shouldn't have let her get caught up in this mess. She was worried about us and insisted on coming.
Is that so? Then our gratitude to you is even greater for your timely aid. To find the brightest truth, one must delve into the deepest shadows. Such bravery deserves to be hailed, my friend.
Where is everyone on the pilgrim's sail?
I was patrolling the coast earlier when I saw their ship drifting into the mist. Time was against us, so I departed alone without alerting the crew.
Thank you.
Don't be afraid. You're safe with us. You've got some skill, you know, holding your own for so long in a trial against the Tacit Discords.
Trial? I don't buy into the Order's nonsense. I've worked hard all my life and stayed true to the Order's teachings about forsaking earthly pleasures for divine favor. And what do I get in return? Heavier taxes. When pirates ransacked my merchant fleet, leaving me with nothing, I turned to the Order for help. They said it was a divine trial and left me to rot. I stood before the Sentinel statue, asking if my suffering was really their will. But all I got was silence. Why should I wait for peace in the afterlife when I could be living for today? How is that a crime? As for salvation, I don't believe in it, and I certainly don't need it.
Here's a proposal. How about joining our troop? We are wanderers adrift upon the seas. Or perhaps you're more familiar with the name, the Troop of Fools?
The Troop of Fools? Could it be?
Yes, we are, like you, by the Order's decree, marked as fools.
Fools on the pilgrim sail often meet their demise in a storm, or they're swallowed by the waves. Even if they do survive, they still face hunger, thirst, and the unforgiving wrath of nature. Maybe it's luck that brought you here so swiftly, and unharmed at that. Look around. This is all that remains of the pilgrim's sail. This is always their final destination, where the fools meet their end.
Yes, the pilgrimage is nothing but a banishment in disguise. The path to salvation they speak of doesn't exist.
Otherwise, how could this once sacred place now look like such a hellish wasteland?
Wait. Sacred place? No wonder the others were talking about it on the ship. They believed the Order's promise that prayers at the sacrificial arena would grant them forgiveness. They must be heading up the mountain now.
I didn't expect their faith to lead them that far.
If only they knew it was just one of the Order's lies.
Captain! First Mate! We're here to help!
More hands make light work. I called in some help to escort him back to the base once the mist cleared.
Ah, the First Mate's foresight is unmatched. Then the three of us can head up the mountain. But beware, my friend. By the end of this pilgrimage, you will witness the Order's cruelest deceit. The dangers ahead will only intensify.
Please, save them. I hope it's not too late.
Don't worry. There's more to our troop than you think. This wing ray can fly us up the mountain. You two go first. You'll find I'm very convenient to bring along.
All right then. All hands, prepare to ascend!
Oh, divinity above, please have mercy on me. Is this some kind of test for me? I see. No matter how harsh the punishment, I'll take it. Even if...
Even if it means death?
We've never done anything that warrants paying with our lives.
I'd wager mercy isn't on the table. However, in the face of danger and adversity, the stage is set for our grandest act.
Brant, you handle the tacit discords. I've got the dragon.
Of course, but with all due respect, shouldn't the captain be the one giving the orders?
Just playing to our strengths. Take it, or I'll spill the beans about your wine stash.
Why, aye, first mate.
It's time to pay for what you've done, Dragon of Dirge.
Of course! You think that little lizard could take me down? I just took a nap after eating its frequency. But seriously, that was close. The fire it breathed almost singed your hair. Good thing I was here to back you up. As soon as I realized it was a tacit discord, I went for it and ate its frequency. Piece of cake. But I gotta say, it was a pretty hefty bite. I swear, I chewed it up, but it was hard to swallow. It wasn't the taste, you know? More like my digestion's been a mess lately. That's not the point. The real deal is, I found something crazy in its frequency. You said you somehow experienced empathy with the tacit discord back in Jinzhou, right? How about trying that again with this guy? Trust me, this could be our big break.
Gehenna, a wretched soul mourned by none. You are reborn to fulfill our sacred rite, illuminate the path of salvation. Become the fiery hand of judgment, purging all transgressions. Cleanse every soul ensnared by their own indulgence. Those who cannot withstand the trial by fire shall forever be barred from our pure land.
See? I wasn't lying.
Tacit discord's frequencies are perpetually fading, inching toward their end. Their only way to maintain their existence is to consume other frequencies as food. The dark tide and mist enveloping this isle have drawn in countless tacit discords. Their frequencies should have been enough to feed the dragon. If what you saw is true, then The Order must have used some trick to control the dragon, making its frequency fade away faster than it should. That means they could be responsible for why the dragon began attacking all living beings, including humans.
In time, it ended up becoming a harbinger of death. I found this during the previous battle. It seems the Fraxidus had their hand in this case as well. So you know them too. Seems we have much to discuss. Our troop usually earns a living by performing on the nearby islands. Sometimes we take on escort missions for merchant ships as well. That's how we first got acquainted with the Fraxidus. At first, they were just lurking about, raiding ships. But as the Carnival drew near, their actions grew suspicious. We noticed them lingering around a certain sea. Remember Cetus the Tidebreaker? The creature that attacked you when we first met? After we parted ways, we went searching for it to find out what had gone wrong. This is what we found on its tail, another Lycoris. Alas, the Tidebreaker slipped away into the deep beyond our reach. Still, this bloom leaves no doubt. The Fraxidus is behind its strange behavior.
We saw what they did to the dragon. The Cetus's violent outburst must be their doing as well. They say the Carnival is a ceremony to resonate with the Sentinel. Those who claim the laurel may be graced with a miracle, a direct communion with the divine.
At first, we thought you were merely a curious traveler, intrigued by the Carnival and our Sentinel. But now, seeing how far you've come, there's more to your quest, isn't there? Our troop has always sought the laurel, and we won't sit back while others threaten the Carnival. If they're your foes, then our paths align. Remember I mentioned one of ours who once claimed the laurel? He wasn't with us when we first met. But once we reach our base, you can speak with him about the Sentinel. It won't be long now. After such an adventure, a well-earned rest awaits. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to present to you our sanctuary. A haven for all the surviving fools at the edge of the world. It is, my friend. We built this place from the ground up, and I dare say it's a triumph worthy of the ages.
The mist does shield us from the Order, but it brings its own set of problems.
Precisely why we must tackle its effects without delay. By the way, if you'd like to speak with Mr. Bardolino, our laureate, you'll find his tent deep within the base. Feel free to talk to the others while we handle our tasks. We'll catch up once we're done.
Relax, young man. Life's only just unfurling its sails for you. Why sit there like one of those dour statues in the Order's halls? Don't be afraid to show a little spark.
I was just thinking about my future. Is Raguna truly lost to me forever?
Some have found their way back, but under the Order's watchful eye. Is that really what you want? A life without freedom? Listen, you don't need a grand stage to leave your mark. A true Raganese can turn even a ragged tent into the finest theater. That's what I'm preparing to do. I might be an old man now, but don't let that fool you. I was once crowned with the laurel, you know.
You? Are you Mr. Bardolino?
In the flesh. Ha 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 ha! As I took my final bow on stage, a bright light pierced through the clouds, shining down from the sky. And then, a radiant laurel descended upon me, and I heard a voice. It was the Sentinel's voice, ringing in my head. I asked them a question that had puzzled me since childhood. The ultimate philosophical riddle. What should I eat tonight? And they answered. The body is the temple of the mind. To keep your mind sharp, do consume healthy food, such as the Loris salad. But why Loris salad? I was baffled, and the meaning still eludes me to this very day. I've never been quick-witted, though, and the Order's doctrines never quite took hold. Acting, however, that is where my true passion lies.
But why did a blessed laureate like you get banished by the Order?
Back when I won the laurel, Raguna was led by the Holy Maiden. She promoted all sorts of grand celebrations during the Carnival, an unceasing tide of revelry. Stages sprang up on every corner of the city, performances dancing through the streets, and shops adorned in vibrant hues. Even on rainy nights, you could still hear music playing in the square. Some performers wove their critiques into their acts. Sharp as she was, the Holy Maiden noticed. She refined city policy with each whisper of dissent. Ah, those were the golden days, my friend. The Holy Maiden once said that if she were to leave this world, she'd want no majestic tomb or a solemn funeral, but the grandest carnival as her final farewell. And then, she really did leave us. The current Primus took her place, and in the name of mourning the Holy Maiden, issued all sorts of bans on the carnival. But is that really what she would have wanted? The Order's grip tightened, and the Carnival performances were reduced to dull, monotonous shadows of their former selves. One year, I strung a wire from a gondola to the top of the clock tower in Liberty Square, and another from the tower to the Thessalia's mansion. Then, I disguised myself as one of the LaGuardia to fool the acolytes, and climbed to the roof along the wire. Midway through the Order's performance, I hopped on a wing ray with a cloudcaster, showering the entire city with flowers.
Yes, it was a magnificent sight. The wingray soared higher than the acolytes could reach. They couldn't do anything but watch golden pink petals rain from the sky for 3 whole days.
They struggled to clean up the flowers from the streets, and it took a downpour to wash them all away. That cloudcaster, adapted from a music van, became the prototype for the one we use on stage today.
But that's all in the past. To this day, I'm still not sure what crime they pinned on me. Maybe walking the wire without protection? Anyway, I'm just an old relic now. But you lot, you're the main characters of this era. Facing down every obstacle with fire in your bellies.
But isn't our fate already sealed? Without the so-called salvation the Order preaches, we're doomed to our banishment. Just lost souls, dying in obscurity.
Life is short, and we weren't born just to atone. The Order may banish us, but they can't take away our right to sing. Death is one of many possible ends, but it's certainly not the worst. Perhaps being forgotten is what the Order wanted for us.
They want to erase all traces of our existence, grind us into dust and drag us into the abyss. But we'll fight the tide and live our lives to the fullest. Members of the troupe may come and go, but they never truly left us. Their deeds and songs are passed down through the ages. One day, our voices will echo across every land. Our words will reach every corner of the world. And by then, even the tacit discords in the stormy sea will know our names.
That's the spirit, boy! Even if I can't earn myself a proper title, I'll become Rinasita's most enigmatic legend. When I'm gone, I'll leave behind a coffin that sings. Or maybe turn into a lark, singing every day and night!
What say you, Brad? Do you like this stage design? It could be used for this year's carnival. Our little chat reminded me of those good old days. So why not relive that scene I just mentioned? I still remember that famous line. Even without wings, we can still soar to the heavens. Now that you mention it, that is a very good question.
Please don't mind him. We like our performances big and bold, after all.
That fight with the dragon probably messed with the mountain's stability. If Bartolino keeps moving around up there, it could get dangerous. We need to find a way to get him down, and fast. We might need your help with this. Pero should have some useful items in her box. We've got a cloudcaster that can conjure up some fluffy cloud cushions. They'd make the perfect stairs to reach Mr. Bartolino, or catch him for a soft landing. But some of its parts have been borrowed by other troop members.
Come on, fish! Come to my net. Yeah, I borrowed the reel for me fishing rod. We scavenge all sorts of stuff from the beach and fix them up as needed. Nothing goes to waste. Don't be fooled by appearances. This stuff can be pretty versatile.
La 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 la. I'd rather be a wild flower, ignored by all in my own power, than a rose that bends and sways, bathed in grace, but lost in dismay. Cloudcaster. It does ring a bell. Here, the resonance unit. It helps me find the right pitch and rhythm. Works like a charm. You should give it a try too.
Sailors cheer as hearts ignite. Soon we'll break these chains so tight. Set the course, embrace the storm, sailing on till light is born.
The Cloudcaster. Oh, I use its base as a desk. Our first mate lent it to me so I could write more comfortably. Here it is. Careful, it's heavy.
Everything's set for takeoff.
Let's position a cloud cushion beneath Mr. Bardolino. Then we'll pop the balloons and bring him down safely. Although we might need a bigger cushion.
The Cloudcaster's resonance unit responds to song. The louder our singing, the more powerful the effect.
In that case... All right, friends, old and new, come and join this sing-along!
Oh, thank you, dear girl. You helped me complete this performance and fulfill one of my dearest wishes. Please, I'll gladly give you my most prized possession.
Apologies for my late arrival to such a magnificent performance. Did I miss anything?
Oh my, oh my. What an honor to witness the beauty of our generous benefactor. Thank you, my lady, for rescuing this humble soul in his moment of need.
You flatter me. The family's protection extends to all who stand by us.
Might I say what a pleasure it is to see you again, Miss Carlotta. You have my heartfelt gratitude.
Is everything going smoothly with your family, Miss Carlotta?
Yes, thank you. The Order's scheme was uncovered as planned. Uncle Capulet was rescued, and Grandfather has handled the rest. I still owe you thanks for improvising with me in front of that priest. You've got a sharp mind. No pain, no gain, as Grandfather used to say. I'm pleased we're on the same page. Your kindness is much appreciated. The Montellis won't forget this. In return, I'll share everything I know. I believe you've noticed that the Order has been undermining the family under the guise of its doctrines. Alienation, monopolization, just a few tricks up their sleeve. Their true motives, however, run deeper. Their alliance with the Fraxidus speaks volumes. While we don't know the full extent of their conspiracy, one thing is clear. Their sights are set on this year's carnival. The carnival is likely where you'll find clues about the Sentinel. Legend has it that the Sentinel, Imperator, has been secluded in the heavens, cut off from the mortal realm. The last record of the Sentinel is from the Carnival a decade ago. At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist. Ghosts roamed the streets, a dragon roared from the sky, and a sea behemoth raged, summoning towering waves. Do any clues come to mind?
The mist might be coming from the remnant clouds in the Nimbus Sanctum. Lorelei has the power to purify and control them, but the Fraxidus interfered.
Remnant clouds corrupted by evil will disrupt Echo's frequencies. If the mist had spread to the city, it would have stirred the echoes into chaos.
We are lucky that you and Zani, along with that acolyte, awakened Lorelei in time. You prevented the mist from spreading and averted the wave worn. The Fraxidus must still be licking their wounds. At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist. Ghosts roamed the streets, a dragon roared from the sky, and a sea behemoth raged, summoning towering waves. Do any clues come to mind?
The Order has allied with the Fraxidus to control the dragon. From what I saw when I connected with its frequency, they might be planning to command it to attack Raguna during the Carnival.
After the Tacit Discords took over this isle, the Order used them as an excuse to forbid any entry. It might be their way of concealing the dragon's existence.
But without the Lycoris, the Dragon of Dirge is now off the table.
At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist. Ghosts roamed the streets, a dragon roared from the sky, and a sea behemoth raged, summoning towering waves. Do any clues come to mind?
The Montelli traders used Lycoris in experiments to turn echoes back into Tacit Discords. If they were successful, the ghosts seen 10 years ago may have also been created this way.
Ghost is just a dramatic name given by the Raganesi for Tacit Discords. They look nearly identical to echoes, especially in the mist.
With your help, Grandfather has thwarted their plan. No corrupted echoes will appear at this year's carnival. At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist. Ghosts roamed the streets, a dragon roared from the sky, and a sea behemoth raged, summoning towering waves. Do any clues come to mind?
The remnant cloud spreading, experiments to turn echoes, and the dragon's manipulation. The Order plans to recreate these disasters at this year's ceremony. The Order and the Fraxidus are allies. To prevent the Carnival's sabotage, we must stop them. But what is their motive?
The Primus called it a divine punishment, and took the opportunity to appear as a savior. A perfect way to build legitimacy.
The Order relies on the people's faith in the Sentinel. With the Sentinel's 10-year absence, faith in the Order has waned. They must be desperate to restore that trust.
It is for this reason that the Order has been forced to revive the festival. Let's consider the implications. If the Carnival proceeds unhindered, how would it affect the Order? The current Primus claims to be the Enlightened One, the Sentinel's Resonator. However, based on the prophecy we found in the ruins, this role is meant for the young maiden who is destined to heed the divine oracles during the Carnival.
The Carnival is the only time humans can directly communicate with the Sentinel. Normally, it's the Primus who conveys the Sentinel's words.
A successful Carnival offers a chance for citizens to meet the Sentinel in person. But for the Primus, and possibly the Order, it poses a threat if they've been fabricating the oracles. To sabotage it while still maintaining their authority, they partnered with the Fraxidus.
The Fraxidus will cause chaos during the Carnival, and the Order will swoop in as the saviors, restoring public trust just as they did before.
So far, you've helped us crush 3 of their schemes, but one remains. We have evidence that the Cetus is being manipulated, and the Fraxidus are setting up their final plan. With their whereabouts unknown, we'll need to adapt our strategy as the Carnival unfolds. From what I've noticed, you're not one to act passively or pin your hopes on others. You prefer to strike first and steer events in your favor. Winning the laurel might give you the chance to talk with the Sentinel. The Sentinel's Resonator may also be present, so...
Our aim has always been clear: to restore the Carnival to its former glory with a performance for the ages. If the Divine truly exists, would they wish to see their people living without freedom? Or witness a festival twisted into a tool for tyrants? If we win the laurel, we'll show that such punishment is absurd. But if that's truly their design, we shall break those divine shackles ourselves. Whether divinity exists or not, we will fight for Raguna's freedom, where everyone has the right to live and pursue a future of their own choosing!
The Montellis share this vision. Only in a free society can a fair and open market thrive. However, the troop alone is too weak. The family is under close watch and our enemy hides in the shadows. We need your strength to find our way forward. Thank you. I'm pleased we've reached an agreement once more.
All right, what should we do now? Any plans?
Since the Order intends to sabotage the Carnival and incite chaos amongst the guests, confronting them directly only plays into their hands. You've seen the troops' unique approach to combat, haven't you? That's precisely why we're allies with them. We will turn any disturbances into a theatrical performance.
I can see our friend here is still a bit confused. No worries, my dear girl. We'll have a quick rehearsal before the Carnival begins. Speaking of which, Ms. Carlotta, would you honor us by joining our performance?
Me? I do have some stage experience, though I must confess I may be a bit out of practice.
We don't know what challenges we'll face, so your help will be needed, Miss Carlotta. Plus, it's a chance for you to get to know our methods.
If you insist.
Wonderful! As the festivities continue, if you're both ready, please join us on the stage of the troop liner. Our rehearsals are rather straightforward. No scripts, just pure intuition and our senses guiding us. That's what makes Commedia Improviso truly come alive. For our improvised comedy, we start with a theme. From there, we build our lines and act on the fly, responding to the unfolding show and audience reactions.
But with the limitless capacity for human creativity at play, the plot can sometimes veer into the, well, unconventional. To prevent things from spiraling too far, we set an anchor for the performance.
Pardon my interruption, but I'm quite curious. What sort of bizarre plots have you encountered?
Well, something like a humble craftsman from a small town sets sail on a rainy night, stumbles upon ancient ruins, is reincarnated with superpowers, and then decides to conquer the galaxy, becoming the Emperor of the Stars. So, we draft a basic outline that assigns roles and guides the plot's direction.
And this time, our outline is: a kingdom is attacked, monsters run rampant, and the Demon King has kidnapped the Holy Maiden. A few brave heroes accept the minister's quest to defeat the Demon King and rescue her. This outline holds special meaning. We want to pay tribute to the play once performed by the Blessed Maiden herself, which was also about a hero facing a Demon King.
Good people have their wishes fulfilled, heroes appear in a time of crisis, justice triumphs over evil, and united friends are undefeatable. This is the tale the Blessed Maiden once told, and it's a universal story we want to portray.
To me, the world is a stage, and performing is much like combat. Coordinated movements, quick thinking, sharp reflexes, and, above all, trust in your allies. What I'm getting at is that you both are very skilled and capable. We don't have many do's and don'ts. So relax and express yourselves freely on stage. This rehearsal is to help you get familiar with basic stage movements, techniques, and the troupe style, and to build good rapport.
Exactly. I'll handle the stage lighting, Brant will narrate, and the rest will take on the role of the audience.
If you're ready, let's begin. Everyone, a big round of applause to welcome the Rover and Miss Carlotta on stage! All right, next I'll spin the prologue of our tale, setting the scene for how our brave heroes first crossed paths. Once upon a time, a hero roamed the world. Undaunted by the lack of a divine vessel, she embarked on a perilous journey across tempestuous seas. Alone in the dark, a young girl of untethered spirit soared against towering barriers with wings of defiance. The winds of fate brought them together. As the world teetered on the brink of absolute darkness, they found solace in each other's gaze. Together they became unshakable allies, standing strong against the tides of fate. Even if light were to fade from the world and the stars cease to shine, they would still blaze like the sun forever. Bravo! Bravo! Seeing your chemistry, I decided to take a little creative liberty with the story. Anyway, it didn't stray too far from the outline, right? The thrill of improvisation is in its unpredictability. There's always a rush of excitement with every twist and turn.
Your movements were seamless, elegant, and powerful. I'm confident you'll shine at the Carnival.
Thank you. It was all thanks to you. You inspired me and kept my spirits high.
You'll master it in no time, I'm sure. All right, that's enough for today. Let's save the grand reveal for the Carnival. Oh, and speaking of which, there's still something we need to prepare for you, isn't there?
You mean the essential item for the Carnival performance?
Don't worry. I've taken care of everything.
Oh, so it's handled then. I can't wait to see it.
I have a small gift for you. Let's head back to Ragusa together, shall we?
Oh, dear Lady Carlotta, thank the Sentinel you are finally back. I was just about to close up shop to prepare for tomorrow's carnival.
You have completed my request, haven't you?
Of course, Lady Carlotta. You should have more faith in my skills. Here you are.
A small token of my appreciation. Abby, I have something for you as well.
Wow, really? I get a gift too? Ha! You're so nice.
Ah, so that's why Lady Carlotta was so insistent on using only the finest materials and meticulous craftsmanship for this piece. For a moment, I feared she lost faith in my skills and was plotting to hand over the shop to someone else. But now I see why this little creation was so important to you, Lady Carlotta.
Nyala, you do have a flair for dramatics. Anyway, why don't you unwrap it?
This is...
I took the liberty of having Nyala custom make this mask based on my impression of you. I hope it suits your taste. I'm pleased you like it. The Carnival is a splendid reverie, and the mask is its passport. May it help you navigate the Carnival with ease, and let you enjoy it to your heart's content.
We will, for sure.
May I take a bit more of your time? Walk with me through Ragusa tonight. I have some additional information to share with you. There was a time when the currents swept us into the jaws of uncharted waters, where relentless storms and voracious waves awaited. But after weathering such trials, they revealed to us a hidden gem: the shores themselves. My family has always been drawn to the thrill of a new voyage. One stormy night, fate decided to play a hand. What we discovered there on that island, the technology and novel ideas, was nothing short of a blessing in disguise. There exists only one relatively safe route from the Black Shores to Ragusa, a path known solely to the Montelli family. As long as you stayed on this course, you were bound to encounter the troop. My family has always been drawn to the thrill of a new voyage. One stormy night, fate decided to play a hand. What we discovered there on that island, the technology and novel ideas, was nothing short of a blessing in disguise. Exactly. When we heard the Blackshaws were hunting for a legitimate entry into Raguna, I thought, why not bring them into our little venture? Hence the invitation. My family has always been drawn to the thrill of a new voyage. One stormy night, fate decided to play a hand. What we discovered there on that island, the technology and novel ideas, was nothing short of a blessing in disguise. Our intentions might not be as grandiose or ominous as you think. We seek liberation, and to achieve it, we're pursuing the truth behind Rinasita's origins. Legend has it that when people first arrived on this island, Genesis Nexus was already here, welcoming them. The prevailing belief is that the Sentinel gifted us this technology, and despite nobody ever seeing the Sentinel in person, we talk with them through supposed telepathy. Notice anything strange about that story? Terminals conjure up echoes, and the Genesis Nexus allows the Raganazi access to common echoes. If the Genesis Nexus was present when the first settlers arrived, who built it? And really, if no one's ever laid eyes on the Sentinel, how can we be so sure that statue really represents them? It seems to me the Order might have spun us a tale, hiding the true origins behind their grand myths. No, we have no ambitions to rule or to renounce our faith. And really, this city should not be ruled by any one entity. The hour grows late. I have arranged accommodations for you at Palazzo Grotta in the south. Let us walk there together, and I can share a story along the way. Think of it as a bedtime tale. I learned it from the troop. It's about Fleur de Lis, the Blessed Maiden. Once, the Blessed Maiden was just a simple peasant girl. During the Sentinel's gratitude rite, the young Fleur de Lis managed to sneak past the guards and drink the sacramental wine. Every drop. Perhaps it was the intoxicating wine in Eglatown, or simply her lack of experience with spirits. But she soon found herself quite drunk. Swaying on her feet, she ascended the ceremony's grand platform, lifted her threadbare dress, and began a rather ungainly dance. Seizing the sacred horn, she played a carefree folk tune, dodging the guards and weaving through the crowd with surprising agility. Remarkably, the crowd, as if drawn by an unseen force, followed her lead, transforming the solemn ceremony into a wild parade of cheers and revelry. Naturally, the Order was less than pleased. The pilgrim sale did not yet exist, so Fleur de Lis faced 3 days of confinement. During that time, she used her prison walls as a canvas. That unforgettable day of disordered revelry left a lasting mark on all who witnessed it. Is it not remarkable? A rebellious girl, chosen by the Sentinel to become the Blessed Maiden. If the Sentinel indeed permitted such a girl to serve as their spokesperson, it suggests that all this joyous revelry is not something they disdain. Perhaps they too enjoy poetry, painting, tears, laughter, romantic tales of nights, and dancing amidst crowds, much like ourselves. The people of this island came from diverse civilizations now lost to time. But through plays and tradition, they sought to preserve memories of their heritage. In the past, while the clash of cultures led to conflict, the Raganazi united through faith, restoring balance even if precarious. To maintain this unity, we've always needed both a sentinel and a play based on a shared legend that gives us roles. Yet this play has endured for so long that we've become defined by our roles. Noble, commoner, believer, merchant. What was meant to unite us now stifles us. Now, we yearn for a day when we can truly set aside our titles and positions, express our true selves, and join together in celebration. Yes, born from hope and idealism, it reminds the Raganazi of our initial vision of equality and freedom. It also affirms our true worth. While the Order's true intentions remain unclear, we are certain their influence has already eroded the very foundations of our society. People revere the divine figure the Order has constructed, yet they also live in fear of punishment. Legends become accomplices in fostering ignorance, and faith becomes the loyal executioner of cruel punishment. An invisible cage has trapped us all. Speaking of freedom within a cage is absurd. Fear and ignorance are our foremost enemies. This year's carnival will spark a flame fierce enough to burn down that cage. Rest well, and tomorrow we shall take the stage together at the carnival. Good night. May your dreams be sweet.
Welcome. Lady Carlotta already notified us of your arrival. We are prepared to check you in whenever you're ready. Very well. I'll escort you to your room immediately.
Wow! Is this real? Pinch me! I can't believe how different everything looks. So this is the carnival, huh? Yeah! I can't wait to explore. Oh, by the way, it's been a while since we last saw Zani and Phoebe. Wonder what they're up to right now.
All right, let's go. We should also keep an eye out for anything unusual along the way.
Miss Margarita, is my order ready yet?
Yeah, I was about to say, I have been waiting quite a while.
Sorry, we're swamped with orders. Becky and I are doing our best, but it's a bit chaotic. Becky seems to be having some issues too.
No need to worry. Let me take a look. Ah, I see. Becky is just a bit overloaded with all the work. It might need a short break. Oh, good morning, my friend. I'd love to, really. Look, see this mask? However, it's crystal clear to me that keeping things running smoothly is a top priority right now. Lady Carlotta has already briefed me on your plan. Along with the other family members, you can count on my full support.
Is that Seamoss from the Pioneer Association? Something seems off. Why does he look sad?
Seamoss has been so busy taking photos for everyone else that he hasn't had the chance to take any himself. Hmm? You want a picture with me? But... Oh, hello. Well, thank you. Yes, a photo would be wonderful.
Ah, Rover and Lady Phoebe! I've been capturing the Carnival's many beautiful moments. What brings you all together here?
You took this picture?
Look at that composition and lighting. Who knew you had a knack for photography? Buddy, you look so happy. Whatever the reason, thanks for making this moment special.
It's all thanks to Rover. She fulfilled Seamoss's wish. Just like us, Seamoss wants to savor every moment of the Carnival and leave with no regrets. The Sentinel cherishes their people, and as followers, we find joy in witnessing everyone's happiness. But we have our duties, ensuring order during the Carnival. I'm sorry, I can't join in the festivities. I wish you a wonderful time at the Carnival.
You're here. For the Raganazi, the Carnival has always been an occasion to revel with abandon. It's what they truly desire. The family is prepared. They'll support our plan should the need arise. We must remain vigilant. The Fraxidus may be lurking, observing our every move. It's nearly time. The troops should be arriving at the harbor shortly. How do you feel? Ready to step into the spotlight? Excellent. We have the skills. Now it's all about improvisation. The time has come. Let's go. Let's celebrate together.
When freedom is unchecked, the insidious evil of division takes root. People of the Sentinel, do not lose yourselves in these fleeting pleasures. Remember what unites us all.
What is that?
Friends! Why lead a life of restraints? Why not live? Like there's no tomorrow! High walls fall fast. All you free spirits, join us to set sail again!
I've lost her again. Where is she trying to lead me?
Ah, we've arrived. Such a small world, isn't it? Oh, what an honor to be remembered. Let's continue our conversation somewhere lively and grand. A place worthy of the Carnival, not some dreary, dull corner. Decadence, indulgence. That's the Carnival. A vivid daydream and grand illusion for all. No need to worry. I won't disrupt their little daydream. Besides, we still have business to do here. Now that you know what makes the Sentinel so unique, you should know we seek the same thing. That extraordinary resonator. How about I share a little story with you? A gesture of goodwill for our cooperation. Now, patience is a virtue. A story is best enjoyed with a captivating performance, and this stage is perfectly set for it. We're simply spreading the truth through a tale. I'm certain it will pique your interest, so consider this a heartfelt invitation to you and your companions. Join us. Pour your essence into this endless play, and use your humble strength to defy the raging current of fate. The stage is set, and the curtain rises. Actors, the moment to dazzle has arrived. The magic is ready to unfold.
As anticipated, the Fraxidus is on the move.
Now, Remember the rehearsal we did yesterday? All our preparations have led to this very moment.
She intends to use those Lycorises to summon and control the Tacit Discords. If we destroy the Lycorises, we can neutralize them.
Everyone is in position. We'll manage the West Plaza. Phoebe is stationed at the East Plaza, keeping an eye on things. The main stage is all yours for the grand performance.
I'll take care of the lighting and create the mood to make the performance stand out.
Leave that to me. Ready? The spotlight will be on you two.
The curtain has been lifted. We can't keep our audience waiting.
Then...
Ladies and gentlemen, the grandest and most spectacular performance of the Carnival is about to commence. Let us give a warm round of applause as our actors now take the stage. The heroes breach the first barrier, sweeping away the monsters within the city. Now, they advance toward the Demon King's castle, where peril awaits at every corner. What trials lie ahead?
Exercise caution. New enemies have appeared.
The Demon King unleashes its minions, long awaiting these audacious intruders.
Watch out! Now!
A sudden twist unbalanced the heroes. Then at this crucial moment, a mysterious figure enters the fray. A divinity sent emissary? Or a spirit from the shadows, perhaps? She seems moved by their passion and righteousness. See her join the heroes' ranks.
Ah, how delightful. I await your shallow, bated breath.
It seems the Demon King anticipated the hero's arrival and has gladly extended an invitation. With unyielding determination, the heroes accept the challenge. The Demon King reveals itself at last. exposing its hideous visage and sharp fangs. The final showdown is nigh! Amidst the clashing swords and the cries of the minions, the heroes face the Demon King. Victory belongs to the righteous and the brave! And now, we await the Holy Maiden's return.
And so we arrive at the happily ever after, yes? But we do not live in a fairy tale. There is no playwright to script a happy ending for us. What lies behind the curtain is but a cruel jest, a dark satire. Let me reveal the truth behind that idyllic ending. The Holy Maiden has long succumbed to darkness, drawing power from a heretical force and leading her people into depravity. And the minister, having uncovered this truth, has vowed to root out this corruption himself. Come now, let us embrace the grand climax of this revelry. The wildcat has sounded thrice, and the hedgehog four. The peculiar bird sings. The moment is upon us. O benevolent sorceress of realms unknown, I summon you. Grant us the just prophecy, and may fate favor us all.
Defy destiny, mock both life and death, and rise beyond good and evil. Abandon all doubt and grasp at unreachable hopes. Now, hear the third and final prophecy. Pleasure born of violence shall end in violence.
What a pity. The prophecy says the king will not take his final bow in this act. Reality beckons. Have you glimpsed the truth in this dream? 2 prophecies fulfilled, but the third? I await to see how you will rewrite it.
defeat her, we can set the Cetus free! We'll give this performance the perfect finale!
Splendid performance. It's almost time for the final bow, but the symphony between us has only just begun its overture.
You should take center stage for the final bow.
Hear that? The thunderous roar of applause. Ah, it has been far too long. This is the true essence of the Carnival.
At last, the crisis has been resolved.
Lady Arbiter, I have heard thy call. I have awaited thee for what seems like an eternity. Lady Arbiter, I am ensnared. Beyond the clouds and among the stars, thou shalt find an inverted tower suspended in the sky. I am there, watching over Solaris from above. The lost doth wander briefly amongst thy kind. Seek her out. She too doth move within the folds of this world.
The next move is... Am I getting this right? It feels a bit off. You are... No, never mind. Anyway, your performance was splendid. I'm here for the Carnival as well. It's been ages since I've seen something as grand as this. I love hearing the laughter and cheers of a crowd, no matter the occasion. Kind stranger, could you show me those final steps from your curtain call? I'm sorry, but I can't stay here any longer. I must return. My name? It's... No. I'm Cartothea. Yes, that's right. Cartothea. Farewell, Laureate. I hope that someday I might stand on stage with your troupe.
Are you all right? Some family members mentioned you were speaking to a wall. I'm worried you might still be under Frivola's spell. See who? Are you truly all right? Cartothea. I'll make a note of it. If she was indeed here, she is likely still in Raguna. I will have my family start searching.
There are still many unresolved questions regarding the Order and the Sentinel. We need time to sort through what we've gathered. Rushing into action now might only alert the Order's spies and disrupt what we've worked so hard to protect.
You're right. Cartothea. I will have my family find out more about her. If we find out anything, I'll contact you, and we can discuss our next steps together. Until then, as you suggested, let's keep this carnival going.
Raise your glasses! Shout it loud, friends! To us! To the Carnival! And to our very own Laureate! A name that echoes through the world, destined to roam the skies before shaking the earth!
Don't be fooled by how he looks. Brant is already deep in his cups, drunk as a skunk.
Oh, let him enjoy himself. The taste of victory is still fresh, and after such a battle, we should celebrate to the fullest. Drink your fill, everyone. This round's on me.
Yay!
I see someone's been eavesdropping. a devout acolyte wouldn't enter such a place without a good reason. The Montelli family is known for its hospitality, but freeloaders will not find us so welcoming.
Friends, let's keep the mood lively.
Come, let's discuss the information we've gathered so far. During the carnival, you heard the Sentinel's voice and found a girl named Cartathea. We've dug up some information on her. In the Order, every high-ranking acolyte is given a new name. We contacted the acolyte Phoebe. After some digging in the Order's records, she confirmed that before taking on her holy title, the Blessed Fleur-de-Lis was called Cartathea. But the Blessed Maiden, she martyred herself 20 years ago. The family will uncover the truth. The only remaining clue is the inverted tower you mentioned hearing about from the Sentinel. But even that feels elusive. Judging by your expression, you must have discovered something new, right? Do you recall what we learned from the stained glass in the tower ruins? There were two divinities at the dawn of Rinasita. If one refers to the Sentinel, then the other, who could stand alongside them, might be the Threnodian. The two are undoubtedly linked, so uncovering one could lead us to the other. Remember Gilberto from the Physalia family? It took a lot to get him to talk, but we finally got some information from him. As he tells it, the Physalia family's long-revered deity is none other than Leviathan, the Threnodian from the sea's depths. It's hard to believe, I know. But recent events have only reinforced what we discovered from the stained glass. The Physalia family has been on this island since the founding of Rinasita, so their worship of the Threnodian may have persisted for centuries. We will attempt to establish contact with the Physalias to build an alliance and gather more intelligence. Rest assured, negotiation is what we do best. If necessary, we'll present them with an offer they can't refuse.
Excuse me for the interruption. Greetings, esteemed guest. The Primus wishes to invite you for a conversation at the Cathedral of Mercury. Would you be so inclined?
How curious. Since when has the Primus become so interested in social calls?
It could very well be a trap.
I'm merely conveying the Primus's invitation. The choice is yours.
Remember, you're not alone. If anything happens, just let us know.
Very well. Please follow me to the Cathedral of Mercury.
Never before have I seen a day so steeped in both shadow and light. The birds sing, the flowers bloom, yet this world knows neither true joy nor eternity. Come closer, righteous one. There's no need for hesitation. I am Fenrico, the Primus of the Order of the Deep. Your deeds have reached my ears, and I have long wished to meet you. Alas, the burdens of this world delayed our meeting until now. I beg your pardon for the wait. Please accept my respect for you. You and your troop have shown great talent and ambition, breathing new life into Ragusa. I ask you to deliver this message to your companions. From this day forth, the troop shall have permanent rights to perform within the city. All mortals stumble, but through pilgrimage, they have cleansed their souls and atoned for their transgressions. They have earned their right to return to this divinely blessed land. I understand that questions weigh on your heart. In the presence of a just divinity, speak freely, and I will answer with all the honesty I possess. By the great Sentinel Imperator, I swear to you, there shall be no deceit in my words. You have walked a path similar to theirs. Indeed, you have the right to meet them. However, due to the Dark Tide 2 decades ago, the Sentinel's body was gravely wounded and remains in a state of recovery. If you wish to meet them, I will convey your request. I see the thirst for truth in your eyes. It is clear that doubts still linger in your heart. Please, voice your concerns. Fleur-de-Lis. She was the emissary of the Sentinel, and we are grateful for her contributions. 20 years ago, during the Dark Tide, she sacrificed herself to seal the calamity. She fulfilled her duties in this world and returned to the divine embrace. Do you know how the Dark Tide came into being? In Rinasita, wars were waged in the name of faith, tearing apart the Sentinel as our faith divided, weakening their divine power. The Dark Tide's true essence is the divine blood shed from the Sentinel's wounds. That tragic past left deep scars, and with their divine power drained, they could not prevent the Dark Tide's surge 20 years ago. The Blessed Maiden chose to martyr herself. She once again resonated with the Sentinel and, through her sacrifice, restored some of their divine power, bringing an end to the Dark Tide. Yet, the Sentinel remains in a state of healing and still requires a mortal representative. Following the Blessed Maiden's departure, I was granted new authority to cleanse the aftermath of the Dark Tide. I received the divinity's blessing and became the new Enlightened One. By their will, I fulfill the tasks left unfinished in this world. Therefore, we must unify all beliefs, ensuring the purity and unity of our will to prevent another tragedy.
He said she once again resonated with the Sentinel. Was that really a second resonance awakening? Sentinel Jue had a trial with Jin Shi, but my permission was needed to transfer the Sentinel's power.
I swear, my words are without deceit. I see in your eyes that you have walked further on the path of justice than I anticipated. Oh, dear Sentinel, please forgive my transgressions. The dark tide brought us a blood-stained lesson. To keep our people from faltering, I bound myself to silence, locking away what I witnessed on that fateful day. Fleur-de-Lis, the unrighteous, deceived us all. She was not the blessed maiden chosen by the Sentinel. The true maiden has yet to reveal herself. You must know that a being capable of rivaling our divinity exists in this world. Humanity's eternal adversary, the evil of all civilizations, the Threnodian. As the Sentinel has their resonator, so does the Threnodian. Fleur-de-Lis was shaped, both body and spirit, by our ancient enemy. Her actions were intended to plunge this city into fear and chaos. This is the truth I witnessed. Fleur-de-Lis was the Threnodian's resonator.
How can that be? That blessed maiden, could she really be the Threnodian's resonator? What if the Primus's words were a bunch of baloney? But we saw Cardathia following the Sentinel's instructions. They wouldn't mix up their own resonator, right? Now my head hurts. Who was she really with? The Sentinel or the Threnodian? Well, probably won't get any more answers from him.
All the clues we've gathered so far point to the Threnodian. And the Phasalia family worships the Threnodian. We'll have to wait for Carlotta to arrange an audience with them. Something tells me this Carnival is just the beginning. There's more ahead. I'm sure of it.
Frolova, you do have a knack for indulging in pointless little chores.
Why, there's no rule against an actor making good use of the intermission. Besides, I haven't disrupted your arrangement, have I? The one from a faraway land who discerns the truth dares to raise their sword against the divine. In response, the slumbering gods break free from their shackles, revealing their true forms. The possibility of the second resonance awakening is now a certainty, so we just need to see if that special resonator truly exists. Was the Blessed Maiden a resonator for the Sentinel or the Threnodian? Or both? If so, oh, a resonator capable of wielding both powers. I am eager to see how this story ends. Cristoforo, if you don't want to spoil the next act, I might have to give your carefully crafted plot a little nudge. Speaking of which, that rover shines brighter than anyone else in your play. Do you find her interesting as well?
Frolova, it seems we walk different paths. I don't share your fondness for that sort of puppet theater. I merely place the characters on their stage and they act out their fates, driven by their own volition. To remain courageous amidst absurdity. To pursue a spark of divine grace. This, to me, is the truest essence of humanity. Don't you think? Even the most pristine cadence of death pales beside the untamed, fervent, and tenacious spirits of the living. In their journey, they resolutely overcome all obstacles. They pursue, they tear, they burn, simply because they desire to. I think you should leave your secluded mansion. Take a walk and listen to the voices scattered across the world.
Perhaps. From Huanglong to Rinasita, she has indeed added a few unexpectedly beautiful notes to my symphony.
I am certain that, even without any direction, she will walk the path that destiny has laid before her. All things ascend toward a singular point of convergence, and what awaits at the end is immortality. Before the tides of fate, we are all but humble servants.
Bang. The white has been dyed red.